Good morning from the Isle of Mull.
So we've parked here, and the plan hopefully is to walk all the way to the fossil tree, but we have to get down to the beach on the iron ladder. Please take care and make sure properly equipped. Access to the fossil tree may be difficult at high tide. And that's the fossil tree. That's what it looks like. We need to look out for buzzards. 5 miles along a rough and sometimes steep path.
One way.
One way.
Crikey, we better start then. So we parked here. We had to go through a very narrow lane for quite a while to actually get here. But always lucky to find parking. So this is our adventure for today. And we're also able to pick up a map from a little box back there.
Come on then.
That's good. Hear the wind blowing through the trees. Oh, it's whipping up a bit now. There are lots of eagles on Mull. Yeah. And we've just walked our first mile and we've reached this point here. What are these stones?
These are the coffin cairns.
Coffin cairns. Right, so these cairns represent the whom?
Each of them represents one generation of the MacGillivray family. They would rest a coffin here on the way to the graveyard.
And from the cairns, or cairns, our route continues that way. 1 mile completed, about another 4 to go. 2 miles in at this point, with 3 to go. So our route's going to take us all the way around here, around the back. So we're halfway. It's just decided to rain. Typical Scottish weather, but we are dressed in the most fashionable gear for this sort of weather. Elaine is modelling waterproof trousers and a waterproof coat.
Portable tent, I like to call it.
Portable tent, you say? Yes, Elaine is wearing a portable tent. We seem to be heading downhill. The 3 mile mark. And the gate's selling cakes, shortbread. Needs to keep them in his fridge. And here's the house that sells the shortbread and cake. One big satellite dish. So we're in the official area of Burg. 569 hectare estate was one of the first to come under the care of the National Trust. So from here is 4.2 kilometres or 2.5 miles to the fossil tree. By my estimation it's just under 2 miles. So I think the entire walk is probably more like 5.5 miles in one direction. That's what we've left behind us. Somewhere, almost 3.5 miles of trekking, with just over 2 miles of trekking still to come. We can do this. We can do this. There's a bothy ahead, somewhere to rest up. This is owned by the National Trust, and apparently you can rent it out. Should we see if it's open? Anyone in here? Let's see if it's open. No, let me in. I need a place of rest. Oh well, Won't be having lunch in there then. We've just gone past the 4-mile mark. And based on what we saw with that sign back there, probably still have about a mile and a half, a mile and 3/4 to go. This actual area here dates back to the Iron Age. Amazing views. Oh my goodness. Look where this is taking us now. We do like paths with a bit of a drop, one side or the other, and occasionally on both. Crikey, this final mile is a little bit treacherous, especially in the rain, so we're taking it a little bit easier along here. We've made the decision to turn around because the weather's got worse. The wind's really picked up and it's getting a little bit more treacherous to cross areas like this. So at least we've done some of the Burg, we just haven't made it to the fossil tree. But look at this. As I always say, safety first. Especially when the weather turns like this. It's gone a bit crazy. Somewhere over there is our cottage, and from our cottage you can see the Burg. Not too sure which is our cottage though. All look like little dots in the distance. But yeah, when we get back I'll show you the view of the Burg from my cottage window. Right, we've just pulled in. We're back on the other side of the loch. From way over there, we've walked along towards the Burg. We walked all the way along the edge, right to the tip, and that's where we turned round at that waterfall where things got a bit treacherous. Yeah, what a day. In total, it's been about an 11-mile hike.